Welcome to the fourth and final round of the MVP Open at Maple Hill. We are on the final day and we have finally perfect conditions. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the two hot geese.
Honk. Thanks to everyone that honked at us on the course. You guys rule.
Yeah, it's so fun. It was a beautiful day today. Definitely going to see some better scores out there.
No wind.
Woo! We're watching Natalie Ryan, Missy Gannon, Kristin Tattar, and Valerie Mandujano. Natalie shooting the hot round of the weekend so far, 3 down, over 1,000 rated. I think it was the best of her career, 1,013. She's got a stroke on Missy and Kristin. And honestly, the chase card ladies aren't far behind either.
Yeah, it's anyone's ball game here at Maple Hill where you can take a triple on every hole. Starting on hole 1, it's the most difficult hole. For the 4th day in a row, it averaged at just a little bit over a half a stroke over par.
Yeah, so you're just shooting over the water if you can on the first shot. Then you're trying to approach this keyhole green. You can see the out of bounds wraps around the wall and all the way around the tight green. It's really difficult to get in there for a birdie look. You have to have a phenomenal drive.
Women's card at the 2022 MVP Open. Up first from Richmond, Virginia, Natalie Ryan.
Natalie won D-Glow earlier this year, and she's only played this event once last year. She placed 12th. That's huge.
Oh, yeah.
The Statmando people put that at 428 feet.
It gets a nice little bump off the left side Christmas trees.
Missy Gannon.
Missy shot a 1 over yesterday to secure this tie for second place going into the final round. She's played 4 MVPs and has had 3 top 10 finishes. She got 5th last year. And that's kind of that left side bailout zone.
From Parnu, Estonia, Kristin Tattar.
The crowd trying to break the mics with that one.
Kristin throwing this one really hard but really low. Maybe not going to get quite as much distance as yesterday, but she makes it over the pond, and hopefully she's not flirting with those trees on the right side.
Yeah, she still made it 423 feet with that.
Valerie Mandujano.
Valerie has actually never played MVP. This is her first one. And that's a little low and turned. And does not clear the out of bounds.
Dang.
I actually wonder, because it hit the rock above the OB line, I was wondering if we'd see this. Does that mean she crossed technically?
I think all out of bounds shots.
Oh, it goes to the drop zone.
All out of bounds shots go to this drop zone.
Duh.
Still have to carry the water, but it's a much easier shot. It's really tough to recover your par from here, though.
Oh, yeah. Perhaps impossible?
Not impossible, but it would take 2 phenomenal shots.
Well, you'd have to park it from there, right? To get your par.
Oh, yeah, duh.
'Cause math.
You're right, impossible.
Missy with a really great layup. Being on the road there is pretty solid. She's a little far and a little bit pinched. But that's a good angle to attack from.
I forget that this is a par 4. Duh.
Yeah, it's kind of a tweener. It's been averaging closer to 5 all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie with a good angle.
Just looking like she's laying up here.
A little too soft of a layup.
It's a pretty straight shot from over there, but you definitely are going to have a couple trees on either side of the gap that you will worry about. High side is better, though, than low side to the right of the gap.
Valerie not trying to get too aggressive from the trees, just laying up.
And nice little wide open sidearm, as long as it sits over the wall. Thankfully, it looks like it crossed the wall inside the circle.
Yeah, hopefully an easy bogey save. Missy with a really pretty fierce upshot.
Kristin a little pinched on the right side, but she recovers really well and Gets almost inside the bullseye.
Valerie throwing 5.
Yeah, I think the drop zone's pretty much an instant double, right?
I mean, you could save a bogey, I guess, but
Yeah.
so tough.
It would be too...
Unbelievable shots.
Yes.
Natalie able to save the bogey. You know what's kind of cool is all 4 of these ladies have won an Elite Series event this year. Doesn't happen very often.
Superstar card.
Mm-hmm. Great par from Missy.
Averaging at over almost a full stroke over par. Doesn't feel too bad to get a double bogey on hole 1.
No?
Just know that this is the hardest hole of the day, and if you just pretend like it doesn't exist and play the rest of your round.
Yeah, now you just start on hole 2.
Yep. Just restart. 300-ish feet uphill, plays a little closer to 315 or 320. This rock wall is new this year, but that's the only thing you have to make it over. You don't want to turn your disc, though, because the rock wall on the right side is out of bounds. You'll see a lot of people erroring left into that group of trees, but it's usually pretty easy to get up to the green from there and save your par.
Missy not quite turning her thrasher enough, but it drops to a decent spot. Important to note that Missy is kind of fighting for the bye position into the Disc Golf Pro Tour Championships. If the first 4 ladies get to skip the first round, I believe.
First 2, maybe.
First
even.
2, maybe. Yeah, I was trying to remember.
She's trying to get the bye into the semifinals.
Oh, wow. That is piped. I'm glad I didn't skip OB. That was beautiful. Natalie throwing a trust. Picture perfect. And Valerie with a bear. Turned just a little bit, but safe. And putting for birdie.
This plate is the easiest hole on the day, so we go from the hardest hole to the easiest hole. A nice little mental break. Missy just chipping up for her par.
That can't be too typical on any of the courses we play. To
Yeah.
go the hardest and the easiest, especially in the first 2.
Yeah, back to back.
Come on. It's a good bid from Valerie.
Almost 40% of the field finding circle 1 in regulation.
Nice. Yeah, it's fun to see what everyone can do when the wind is down.
Yep, that's a great birdie from Natalie. Throwing a mid off the tee. That's so impressive.
Missy with a solid par. Kristin with a tap in birdie. And already a tie at the top. I have a feeling it's going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, so much movement can happen on every hole.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
those leaderboards, too, are going to tell us a lot about the chase card.
Yep. Hole 3 is a par 3. You're throwing from out of bounds. You need to cross in, and then it's kind of a flex line going up the hill. It's 354, but plays a little farther with the hillside, and the angle is just so tough to get it in the circle for a putt. We really haven't seen very many birdies here all weekend. Definitely a highlight birdie.
Yeah, you find that's pretty much the only mistake you really don't want to make besides missing early and going out of bounds. Early left is really difficult to recover from. If you go far enough, there is a sidearm line that you can find, but we'll see what Kristin has to work with.
Yeah, missing right definitely leaves more openings. That's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, super smooth. Up to just outside the circle.
Throwing a felon there.
See a lot of competitors here putting from circle 2 for birdie. I think that's the most common landing spot you get with a good drive.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Missy almost matching Natalie's line perfectly. She might even, she's just outside the circle as well. And Valerie not quite turning it enough, but she progresses really far and gets through all the trees.
Yeah.
That's a putt even.
If you're going to error left going way down the fairway before you do, it's really open over there.
Kristin looking at this little wall of trees. Kind of just chucking it. There's not really an obvious gap that I can see.
No, it looked like she was just throwing at the small trees, hoping to get lucky.
This isn't much better of a look.
Yeah, a lot of small lines. And she finds one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
Valerie, not quite to circle 2.
Only 2 competitors getting to circle 1 in regulation.
So the Mando guys put Missy Gannon at 50 feet here. Oh.
Wow.
50 feet of pure goodness. Oh, yes. See it again. Missy definitely has her game face today.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can see the typical Missy smile after making that one.
No, she's running it in. She's serious.
Mm-hmm.
Hole 1, she did the whole eyes closed thing. Oh, yeah, you're right. She's serious.
Mm-hmm. I mean, not like she's not normally serious, but you can tell the focus. And this is from 40 feet. Back
Dang.
to back.
So this is 2 of only 6 birdies on the day. But let's watch this one in slow-mo too. Nice.
Yeah, I love Natalie's putting style. She gets a lot of spin on the disc from her wrist.
2 of 6 birdies on the day. And like I said, only 2 people made it to circle 1. So a lot of circle 2 putts on hole 3.
Valerie with a par, Kristin taking a bogey, and just like that, 2-stroke swing.
And let's see what's happening with the rest of the cards. A lot of people under par today. So far, it looks like already 6 people. I think we'll see that kind of holding all day long.
Look at Hannah, 4 down through 8.
Yeah.
Dang, girl.
That's great. It's these the holes around the lake on the front 9 can play a lot easier than the past days where we've had so much wind off this water. Hole 4 downhill plays a lot shorter than that 246 listed. There's a heights gap on the right hand side. There's a middle gap where you can throw a backhand or a sidearm. Thumbers, tomahawks, whatever you see fit here. You just want to check up before this water that's about 40 feet behind the basket.
I think we've seen like James Conrad even do a jump putt on this before.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if he did it this year, but I've seen a video of it somewhere.
So Natalie catches the first available, but gets a really nice kick and covers a lot of ground down this fairway.
Yeah, it's kind of best possible result from hitting that early tree.
This played as the second easiest hole of the day.
Missy with a fierce, she throws it a little to the right, but it's actually pretty open over there. I can't tell if she's in circle 2 or not. Valerie going standstill fuse. Great shot. And flip up harp.
Oh, man, that was a good looking shot. That might have been like hunting water, though.
Yeah, it could have been. Regardless, she is inside the circle for a birdie putt. Natalie with a nice layup. Oh, a little ground play, but she's close. Okay, so Missy just outside circle 2. Oh.
That's right on the edge of circle 1. Still pretty much a tester putt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she was definitely going for it in hitting that tree. Valerie for birdie. No. Weird bounce.
That looked like it was on the pole.
Kristin for birdie. Nice. And back to a 1-stroke game. There we go. Great par save.
32% of the field taking birdie on hole 4. That's way more than yesterday. We think we only saw 2 yesterday total.
Yeah, but the wind
3.
was coming off the water and making like a headwind tunnel. So like people threw less stable discs today, I think. Hole 5, you can throw left out over the water with a forehand or maybe a backhand turnover. This center gap can also get you a birdie, but it's very, very tight. It is a little bit cleaned up from previous years. A lot of ladies take the right-hand hyzer gap, but it can be tough even to get a par from that. This final wall of trees really protects the green from most of your upshots. We've seen most ladies go for it on this lead card, being aggressive. Woo!
Yeah, we've been asking for the stats. Oh, look at that shot from Kristin.
Excellent.
We've been asking for the stats, or like wondering what the stats were for how many people are going for this shot. And thanks to Stat Mando, they hooked us up with some really interesting stuff. Apparently today, 14 players went for the left gap.
Wow.
22 went for that right safer hyzer gap, and 5 went for the middle gap. So like a lot of FPO competitors going out over the water.
Interesting.
Today we're seeing, look, already 2 people go this hyzer route. Only one of our lead card members going out over the water so far.
Yeah, I think Natalie was maybe aiming for the middle. I'm not sure.
Okay.
She got caught up early. Missy gets most of the way down there, and actually, she might have an open look from there, or as open as it gets on this hole. And Valerie going out and around with the backhand. This is definitely the less common play compared to the forehand, but that looks amazing.
Oh.
Go in.
Hunting chains. Checking up on the green.
Valerie throwing a maverick there. Beautiful shot.
So the play on this tee is to land something a little bit shorter and get the flare skip, but a lot of competitors end up pushing too far straight or catching an early tree like we see in Natalie trying to recover from here.
Yeah, super tough to recover from. Okay.
Missy is that too far straight option, and there's not much to work with here.
Oh, that was beautiful, though.
Yeah, she skips through an area where there's a lot of roots.
Mm-hmm. Natalie laying up for tap-in bogey. Valerie a little bit high on her birdie bid. Big birdie there for Kristin.
Yeah, right around bull's eye from or for the out over the water shot. That's so impressive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the best we've seen her throw it. Missy and Valerie taking pars. Natalie with the bogey.
There was only 4 birdies on the day today. We got to watch one.
I knew a win is great, but it's like we always say in putting in the vlogs and stuff, twice or it's luck. So now I did it twice, not luck.
Hole 6, one of the hardest holes on the course, the 3rd most difficult in FPO and one of the top 10 most difficult all year, probably for MPO and FPO. This out of bounds rock wall on the right side is a large reason for that. Also, this very narrow gap you have to hit entering the green. You can see any number of different options to get through this: a backhand straight shot, a forehand flex shot, trying to sneak in on the left side of the green past that little grouping of trees that blocks you in from a like kind of a dummy forehand flex. Kristin bailing out to on the left side, letting it get some good ground play, and she'll even have a putt.
Fantastic. That was a verdict.
It's so tough to get down to the green for
especially
a 2
on that,
here.
Especially on that left side. Actually, you know what? Just
On
all
both
around.
Yeah,
You're right.
both sides.
You're right. Missy also taking the left side. That's probably a good tree.
It's tough because if you catch a tree on the right side, you can kick out of bounds right. But if you catch a tree early and left, or even on the right side, you can find out of bounds on the water left.
Mm-hmm.
They're both there. Valerie showing us the right side.
Yeah, she was pushing that right side the whole time, but she's in a good spot now.
She goes out over the out of bounds and comes back through.
That was a vandal. And love the forehand. This is wonderful. Too far. Wow, great tree.
Yeah, checks up inside the circle.
Natalie getting pretty aggressive there, throwing a trespass on a forehand. It's great control.
I think she's the only person to be inside circle 1 for birdie.
Cool.
In the field. So impressive. That's such a tight gap.
Yeah, we haven't seen very many people inside the circle. Probably less than 10 all weekend.
Yeah, you see 315 and you're like, oh, we can all reach that.
Uh-huh. Oh. Great birdie run from Kristin.
Valerie basically looking at a big tree here. She tries to shoot one through the little V gap. Comes up a little short.
And Natalie to tie it up. Great birdie.
One of only 2 on the day.
Wow.
Henna made a circle 2 putt for her birdie.
Nice.
That's so impressive. That was such a great tee shot.
And Missy's staying clean, even par so far. Like, she hasn't made moves. Natalie and Kristin both, like, bounced, you know, up and down of the lead in second place. So Missy keeping it clean. Hole 7's an uphill par 3, 276. Very, very reachable. You want to keep it straight along the road here. And then maybe just hyzer out a little bit at the end. But honestly, the straight shot is it. If you flex too much or fade too much, you can't really find many putts. It's pretty guarded. Biggest mistake, hitting one of these early trees and not hitting the first gap correctly. Yeah, not a great kick, but you know, it's not too bad over there. You can scramble most of the time.
Kristin has done almost this exact same thing the last 2 or 3 days. Kind of sawed it off a little bit early and had a long look for her birdie putt.
Yeah, it's a solid shot, but yeah, I gotta wonder if she is kind of trying to go that left side. Oh, there's some wind. Oh.
Yeah, there was a moment during the round where all of a sudden there was some gust for about 5 minutes.
There were a couple holes that it, yeah,
Picked up.
but usually chilled out. What a great shot from Valerie there. That was a bear, and she's close to the circle. Missy inbounds, but oh my God! I thought she was gonna hit the tree with her hand. At least she's in the center now.
Trying to recover for bogey here, and this is still a tough shot.
That's gonna be a really long look for bogey. Oh, I knew if I said it was easy, this is what was gonna happen.
Yeah, looks like she's in a brush pile of some sort.
She landed 20 feet farther up. It's not bad.
Yeah, try to work a roller. Missy's still really far away for her bogey save.
Come on.
Oh, dang, from just outside circle 2.
Yeah, it's a
Put in
good
nice
line.
bid. This is Natalie for her par save.
Mm-hmm. Valerie from 45-ish. Wow. Actually, I bet I can give you an exact distance.
What a putt. Yeah, let's watch that one again. GK replay.
It's 48 feet.
Little jumper.
Love it.
Dead center. There we go, Valerie.
Yeah. Team judge.
And Kristin for her birdie.
Yeah, similar distance. Hits cage.
%17% of the field taking birdies on this hole. That's 7 competitors. We will only see 1 on our lead card.
And now we go to the 8 hole.
Legendary 8-hole.
My favorite.
Yes, it's the best. We get a slow clap as we approach this tee where you carry water for about 280 feet to this basket perched on a slope green. If you do not make it across or go out of bounds left or right, you have a drop zone past the basket up high looking downhill from about 45 feet towards the water.
They also have a special flag routine if you make it in bounds, so keep an eye on that.
Yeah, check out the spotters dance.
Come on, get up.
Yes!
Let's see it. No. In?
It's in. What? Really?
It looks
Zoe said
in.
safe, spotter said out. We don't know what to think. We're going to find out.
The graphic said out, so I think out. That looks great. Come on.
There was no wind today. Kind of surprised to see these ladies coming up short.
Mm-hmm. See if Natalie can land one safe. She's going trust again. I like the height. Miss that tree. Or hit it and park it. Flag routine. Watch, watch, watch. Oh. Interesting.
New flag routine.
They did one later where they tossed the flags to each other. It was magical.
More magical than the spin around the basket.
Yeah, no, it was really impressive. And Missy across safely as well. There it is. Oh, come on, keep filming.
From the drop zone.
Valerie giving it a great run. Stay safe. Stay safe.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the risk of running it.
Kristin giving it a bit as well. And
Ooh,
it
she
checks
sits.
up.
Missy for birdie. No.
No way.
Horrible break.
Horrible break. Man.
Yeah. It's just as long coming back, maybe longer. Sit.
Dang, it ramps off the top. That is brutal.
Yeah. Valerie makes good on the putt for her double bogey.
Missy also going to have to settle for the double.
That's rough, 2 doubles in a row.
Yeah.
There's the Missy smile, though.
Single bogey for Kristin.
And tap in birdie for Natalie.
Yeah. Our lead card kind of struggling on the last couple holes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Missy finding herself several strokes back when she was, you know, just in it a few holes ago. Rounding out the front 9. It's a par 4, 400 feet uphill, plays longer. You need to throw something straight down this gap. You see a lot of backhand, maybe mid-range or flippy fairway driver. You can also see an aggressive forehand play to try to work down this hill. Then you are approaching a little peninsula green. The water there is out of bounds where the bridge is crossing. And there's some of that land on the right side of the little rock wall is inbounds, which is interesting. You do see some people find that strange little bog area.
This played is the second most difficult hole of the day.
Yeah, main thing is just get up there. If you're early, saving par is so hard.
That is a great right finishing shot as long as it sits down. Oh, it gets far
That's
enough
great.
where...
There's gaps over there.
Yeah. If you're a little bit earlier left, it can be really hard to get your third shot to the green. You just have to settle for a layup on this side.
Kristin with the aggressive rive forehand.
And that kick right is going to be brutal. She probably will not have a way to the green from there.
That looks nice. It is kind of fading into that area where you can find some trees that are difficult to get around, though.
I love Blaine perched on the little barrier.
Missy with a mantis. Keep going. Almost perfect.
Yeah, it's not terrible from there, but you can't see the basket. There's a line or oh, never mind. not quite far as I thought.
And I do think it does set up just a little bit better for a forehand, I think, from here.
She's just laying up here, though, not trying to do anything crazy. She'll be a little left.
Yeah. Oh, it's out. It
Man,
must have rolled?
From over where she was, it looked great.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of why I like the forehand, though.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You definitely want something more right finishing.
Kristin with a forehand, pitching out really nicely. And Valerie, yep, definitely some trees in her way. Ooh.
Going for it? This is
It's aggressive.
so aggressive. I love the play.
That's out, though. I wonder if she was going for it. She was just throwing a Warden.
It was just right in between.
Natalie working the hyzer,
Oh, yeah.
parking it. Using the trees as backstops really nicely as on the last couple holes. So Missy throwing 4 now with the out of bounds.
She comes in hot, and
So that's that strange little safe area.
yeah, it's kind of a tester putt from back there. There's a tree that bends over and makes getting any height on your putt difficult.
Kristin's third. Oh, all right. That's the play. Just chuck it at a tree.
Yeah.
Check up.
Yep, that was coming in hot. Valerie to maybe save her par from this side. Oh. She'll have to settle for bogey on hole 9. Missy for bogey. It's a tough putt. Did
It's
check
safe.
up?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's safe. Yeah, that little bedney tree right in her way, like you said. Man, that's 3 doubles in a row for Missy.
That's
That is
not
brutal.
Yeah, that's not her normal.
Well, I mean,
Ever.
she got
She's so
she got
clean.
a horrible break on the last hole, and
Yeah.
really ending OB on this other one was pretty bad. Unfortunate too.
Nice birdie from Natalie.
Yeah.
With a little tree backstop action.
That gets her to 2 down on the front.
Kristin grabbing the par as well.
And Kristin 1 down. Kristin 2 strokes back of Natalie.
Natalie riding the bogey birdie roller coaster, but generally coming out on top. 2 down is great. Kristin 1 down. Valerie struggling a little bit as we exit out the back 9, and Missy again also having the same issue. There's still a lot of room for birdies though on the back 9, and checking in with the leaderboard. Let's see how our chase cards.
Yeah, Valerie and Missy slipping down for a tie for 9th. Paige Pierce shooting 5 down through 11. Has solo first at the moment. She's 2 holes ahead though. Hannah Blomroos 7 down through 12. What? Ella Hansen 3 down. Evelina Solonen 5 down. Jeez.
And everyone just like in contention for this W right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Thanks to our VIP members. You guys are the best. We thank you every video. We mean it every single time. We got 9 more holes. We have calm conditions for the rest of them. So it's going to be an exciting back 9. Hope you guys will come hang out. Thanks again to Stat Mando. We'll see you on the back. I'm Madison Walker.
I'm Erika Stinchcomb. We're the 2 Hot Geese.
Honk.
Just a reminder to choose kindness in the comments. Be respectful.
Love you guys. You always are. Keep it up.